बोलिए श्री सीतारामचंद्र की जय. Devotees, Kevin and Shana have completed worship on all the established temples. Now, as we begin our pravachan, our discourse, I invite you to sit upright. Focus on the beautiful murtis of Shri Ram, Shri Sita ji, Lakshman, Hanuman ji. Om Tat Sat Shri Sitaramchandraya Namah. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Janaki Vallabho Vijayate Vardhanamartha Sanghanam Rasanam Chandasamapi Mangalanam Chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayako Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwasarupina Yabhyang Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swanthastameeshwaram Vande Bodhamayang Nityang Guru Shankara Rupinam Yamasrito Hivakropi Chandraha Sarvatya Vandhate Sitaram Gunagram Punya Aran Viharina Vande Vishuddha Vigyano Kavishwara Kapishwaro Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Varano Raghubara Vimala Yasha Jodayak Palachar Bodhyahina Tano Janike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesha Vikar Siyapati Ramachandra Ji Ki Jai Sharanam. Mahamrityunjay together. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Eva Bandhanam Mrityur Mokshamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana Premate Pragat Hohi Mai Jana Desha Kala Deshi Vidashahu Mahi Kahu so kaha jaha Prabhu nai. Everybody. Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Jaya
Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
In our last discourse, as we explore Rama in Katha, The devatas were distressed. The earth itself was under tremendous burden because of the non-adherence to values by Ravan. The rights of others were being transgressed. Ravan, because of the might of his power, did not care for the rights of anyone else, but only his interest. And in any society where such activities take place, justice is missing. And so badly it was that the devatas, the earth itself, could not survive for any prolonged period if it continued this way. The devatas, they appealed, and this beautiful verse which we explored last day, Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana Premate Pragata Hoi Mai Jana. Lord Shiva, who was in the assembly, indicated, where is God? Bhagwan Sarvatra Samana. He is everywhere and in all places. And he says, Des, there is no country. Kal, there is no time. Disi bidahi humahi. There is no situation, nothing at all in which God cannot be found, or where he is absent. So let's apply that to a modern day situation. The recent thing with Marshall Montano and Hare Rama, Hare Krishna in effect. What is your perspective on it? There are many perspectives. Now, I will just touch on this for 1, maybe 2 minutes. There is a great deal of hypocrisy in the Hindu community. And I want us to address it openly. When we go to a chutney fete, and we are whining, we are drunk, oh no, people are, I don't go, right? That one I can say with definite. And what are they singing? Nanda Baba, Christian name. But nobody objects to that. I'm just raising questions. I'm not offering an opinion. The name of Sri Ram, is there anything that can defile it? And I want to ask another question. If there were people in that fete who felt the name of Sri Ram shouldn't be recited there, then why are you there? If you know there's something wrong going on, why are you doing it? Are you getting the perspective? It is an interesting issue. In terms of marketing the name of Sri Ram, though, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Pahivam. I will invite the man for Ganesh Visarjan. Yeah? We're spreading, Usha, think about it. We are spreading the name of Ganesh. What is wrong with that? But you see, sometimes I honestly feel, I'm putting my opinion here now, is that people and those who are offended, it is your right. You have your perspective. But do not think that your perspective is the only perspective. From the point of reciting the name of God, there is no place, there is no condition, there is nothing that prevents someone from reciting God's name. Whether it was done as a stunt, whether it was done genuinely, or whether it was done to cause controversy for media attention or other reasons, that's not my purview. Who does it would know why they do it. But the name of Sri Ram, the name of Ganesh, should be recited. Shankar Bhagwan says that there is no place, no time, no country that God is not present. Devotees, he says, just as fire is evoked when two sticks are rubbed by friction, so too, by a love of the devotee, Bhagwan can manifest. Suni viranchi manahara shatana पुलकी नयन बह नीर स्तुति करत जोरी कर सावधान मति धीर सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम। Everybody.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram.
श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम।
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram.
श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम।
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram.
श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम।
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram.
सुनि विरंशि मन हर्षतना पुलक नयन बहनीत स्तुति करत जोरी कर सावधान मति धीर सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। A beautiful verse Tulsidas writes. He says, Shankar Bhagwan is narrating, Brahma, the creator, he was very happy to hear my words. And recognizing the importance of what I had said, that anywhere, at any time, in any condition, by sincere prayer, Bhagwan can answer your prayer. He then began, devotees, recovering himself. He joined his palms and prayed. This prayer, devotees, many of us should know it, these verses, or at least be familiar with it. जय जय सुरनायक जन सुखदायक प्रणत पाल भगवंता गोद्विज हितकारी जय सुरारी सिंधु सुता प्रिय कंता पालन सुरधरनी अद्भुत करनी मरम न जानई कोई जो सहज कृपाला दीन दयाला करहु अनुग्रह सोई जय जय विनाशी सब घट बासी व्यापक परमानंदा अभिगत गोतीतम चरित पुनीतम माया रहित मुकुंदा जहि लागी विरागी अति अनुरागी विगत मोह मुनि वृंदा निशिबासर ध्यावहि गुण गण गावहि जयति सच्चिदानंदा जहि सृष्टि उपाई त्रिविध बनाई संग सहाय न दूजा सो करहु अघारी चिंत हमारी जानिय भगति न पूजा जो भव भय भंजन मुनि मन रंजन गंजन विपति बरूथा मन पच क्रम बानी छारी सयानी शरण सकल सुर जूथा शारद श्रुति शेषा ऋषि शेषा जा कहु को नहीं जाना जेहि दीन पियारे वेद पुकारे द्रवहु सो श्री भगवाना भव बारिधि भंदिर भव बारिधि मंदर सब विधि सुंदर गुण मंदिर सुख पुंजा मुनि सिद्ध सकल सुर परम भयातु नमत नाथ पर कंजा जानि सभय सुर भूमि सुनी वचन समेत स्नेह गगन गिरा गंभीर भई हर निशोक संदेह सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. Throughout Ramayana, Tulsidas ji composes a number of verses in praise of Sri Ram. Devotees, here Jai 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 Suranayak Janasukadayak is one set we should try and learn to use in our prayer. He prays to Bhagwan, O Supreme Divinity, you are the sum total of the entire universe. All creation depends on you. Prabhu, we are in difficulty, protect us. Devotees, now this is where we need to recognize how our perspective on Bhagwan determines how we live. As Hindus, as followers of Sanatana Dharma, there is a firmly entrenched belief. Just hold that child before you fall down. There is a firmly entrenched belief that Bhagwan manifests himself. Now this is very, very important for those who may wish to do some measure of comparative religion. In Hindu thought, God is not a remote being who is unconcerned or uninvolved in the affairs of the world. Bhagwan, as Sri Shankarji had said, will appear himself, will come himself because of the love of his devotees. So here in this Doha, Tulsidas ji says, after performing this sincere prayer with the various devatas, recognizing that the universe itself, the earth itself, they were unable to deal with Ravan on their own. Because Ravan was gifted with powers. What were Ravan's powers? One, no divine being should be able to kill him. He was told, first he said none must be able to kill him. He asked for a boon that he should be invincible forever. And another law of the universe. When he appealed to Brahma, Brahma said, that is impossible. I cannot give that. Because all who are born must die. The only unchangeable, immutable being is the Supreme Divinity. So that once you are in an embodied state, as birth is certain, death is certain. So I cannot give you immortality. So then Ravan tried to see how we could get immortality by being smart. He said, well, you know what? Because of the power of his might, his arms, he had already defeated all human kings. And there was none in the animal kingdom, no animal that could destroy him. So he said, then with the exception of mankind and the lower life forms, none must be able to kill me. Thinking that he had already covered himself because no human being could destroy him. And that boon was given. Devotees, Bhagwan, when this sincere prayer was done, knowing that the divine embodiments and the earth itself were terror-stricken in this way, and hearing their loving words, devotees, with what can we win God's grace? You know, in Bhagavad Gita, there is that verse, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati taraham bhaktur parhitam ashnami prayatatmana. Bhagwan is pleased not with the physical offering, but with the love with which it is given. Now, some people use that verse. I've gone to puja already, and I've heard, people say, they didn't prepare. But patram pushpam phalam toyam. Lord Krishna said, offer a leaf, a grain of rice, whatever you have. So why take the trouble to prepare all this? How will you respond to that? Any thoughts? Each person must offer and do what is best. What do you offer to God? Not your best? You offer your best. And if your best is 1 grain of rice, once it is truly your best, Bhagwan will accept. Follow what I'm saying? If, however, out of ostentation or show, I am wealthy, and I do a Mahayag, but there is not really devotion in what I'm doing, but rather, my neighbor last year had a yag, and he had 500 people. So I have to do one, and I will have 1,000. In other words, the mind with which it is done. So the offering itself, to a great extent, Bhagwan's, in other words, praying to God, worshipping Bhagwan, does not require you to have anything beyond love for Him. And if you have love for Him, out of that love, you will offer the best that you can. That making sense? Yeah? So if you're going to do a puja, like a long time I remember, now that's one of the reasons you notice there's a change in Panditai practice with some Pandits. Where, like in my case, I have centered my practice around Sri Ram Dham. Right or wrong, there's a changing model. There are Pandits who, they get a call, Ssrd, come in. Yeah, wherever. Basically, I know that was the structure of Hinduism in the past, where basically they were like Pandits on hire. So, Pandit glad to get a puja. And people say they have a walk once a year. How many have a walk? Once a year you have a walk, you have to call all your family, you clean the place, you do puja, you feed everybody, and then that is it till next year. That's good. I'm not criticizing it. That's good. But more than that, there should be daily worship of Bhagwan. We should attach ourselves to our temples. Because our new communities, you analyze Trinidad and Tobago. How many Venezuelans in here now? Anybody know? Anybody have a figure? Many. The composition of our country is changing drastically. And it is not likely to change back. I ask you now, how do you define your community? Long time, you would have a road, and everybody on the road would have Jandi, right? Everybody would be, your community will be defined by where you live. I put it to you now, your community has to be defined by the temple to which you go. If we do not ensure that we attach ourselves to places where people of like orientation meet, then how many of you, I don't know if you've experienced it already, but there are people who tell me, now they've lived in this spot all their life, right? In this home. But next door now, right around them, there is nobody they know. Rental communities and others. So we need to ask ourselves, how do we ensure that as a community, one, what is our definition of community? And I suggest to you this morning, as I always do, that we are defined by our culture and our traditions. And where those culture and traditions are going to be developed and enhanced and protected and promoted through our centers. And it is important that we ensure, especially those of you with children. You know, I've heard people say, you know, Baba ain't teach me nothing. That might be so. But I ask you, what effort have you made in taking your child to a temple, taking your child to a service, or have you made in sitting yourself with your child and teaching them anything? Devotees, these are serious questions. We need to understand the importance of community, because through these communities we would develop understanding of how our perspective on life is. Bhagwan, devotees, he accepts even the smallest offering from us. The only thing he wants from us is, not that he wants, he doesn't want it either. The only thing we can give Bhagwan is love. Later in Ramayana, Jati Pati Kula Dharma Barai Dhana Bal Pari Jana Guna Chatu Rai. Your lineage, your background, your family ancestry, the virtues that you may have had or have, your wealth, your social standing, all these things, while they have value, all that Sri Ram values, keval bhakti karanata, all he values is the love that is in your heart. Devotees, so while we have these verses, which I believe in dealing with people are misunderstood, it is not an excuse to not do your best. That verse from Bhagavad Gita that we just recited. But rather, it is an expression of the fact that what matters most is the love from your heart. So all the devatas, they performed this. There was no ingredient. There was no physical puja. They sat and they prayed. That prayer was sincere. And Bhagwan decided to manifest. This point, which should not be lost on us, Bhagwan so loves us, in our times of difficulty, he comes to champion our cause. He says, from the heaven came these words, fear not. I shall assume a form as a human being, and I shall remove the difficulties that you're facing. Devotees, Bhagwan gave this assurance that he would come on the earth to remove the difficulty of his devotees. For us, what do we take away from this? In our own lives, difficulties, challenges, moments of doubt, moments of crisis would come. Everyone. Know that Bhagwan, Shri Ram, Sita ji, Hanuman ji, they are there. They are here. They are everywhere. And by sincere prayer, your solution can come. 600 years ago, Tulsi Das ji saw Hanuman. Tulsi Das ji met Shri Ram. And then this composition of Ramayana took place. In our own lives, devotees, that faith, that belief, that conviction must germinate. That tells us, no matter what life throws at us, through prayer to Bhagwan, we can overcome it. The devatas, their community, the community of devatas, those who were like-minded, as we mentioned that concept this morning, they prayed together. As we conclude, devotees, this morning, let us pray to Sri Ram in our own lives, whatever challenges may exist. He may grace us with the capacity to overcome them. And without doubt, where there are challenges we cannot handle ourselves, through His grace, help comes. इसी में भागवत, इसी में गीता, इसी में भागवत, इसी में गीता, भजु मन राम, भजु मन सीता,
भजु मन राम, भजु मन सीता,
भजु मन राम, भजु मन सीता,
भजु मन राम, भजु मन सीता।
राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे
राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे,
राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण
हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे,
राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे
गोपाल कृष्ण हरे,
राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे। ओम रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। सीता अनुज समेत प्रभु नील जलदतनशा, मम ही बसहु निरंतर सगुण रूप श्री राम। श्री राम, सीता जी, Hanuman ji, Lakshman ji, the Supreme Divinity promises us in our time of difficulty, by appealing to Him with love, He will protect us. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana parupasate teshang nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna says, appeal to Him, surrender to Him, and He promises you, I promise you, I will personally attend to your need. Bole Shri Sita Ram Chandra ki jai, Krishna Chandra ki jai. Let's prepare for Havan. Avahan. ओम अंग 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 जलित मुखे अरुण माता वरुण पिता शांदिल गोत्र पावकानाम अगिन देवता नमस्तुते नाना रत्न समायुक्तम करस्वार विभूषितम आसन श्री अगिन देवता प्रीत्यर्थम प्रतिगृहताम. Place the flowers down. Archman. Om sarvapapharang divyam gangyam dirmalam jalam Achmanam cha medatam kahtam purushottama. Take ghee. Let's all join Gayatri mantra 3 times. Om bhurvasva tatsaviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat swaha. Om bhurvasva tatsaviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat swaha. Om bhurvasva tatsaviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat swaha. Is samagri now? As I repeat the mantra and say Swaha, repeat Swaha everybody. Concentrate on the deity as the offering is made. Om Ganganapate Namah Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Mata Swaha. Shri Panchlokpal Devaya Swaha. Shri Navgraha Devta Swaha. Namo Narayanaya Swaha. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Shri Durga Mataya Swaha. Shri Lakshmi Mataya Swaha. Om Saraswati Swaha. Om Hanumantaya Swaha. Sita Ramachandraya Swaha. Shri Radha Krishnaya Swaha. Shri Govardhan Giridhari Swaha. Om Ishta Devta Swaha. Kul Devta Swaha. Sthan Devaya Swaha. Gram Devaya Swaha. Etat Karam Pradhan Devaya Swaha. Bastu Devta Swaha. Taintis Karo Devta Swaha. Om Sarva Devta Sarva Devi Swaha. Om Shri Anand Swarupaye Swaha. Let us all stand. Touch hands. Concentrate on Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayobhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Shivaya Cha Shivtanaya Tra. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Achman. Sarvapa Parang Divyam Gangyam Didmalam Jalam. Achmanam cha meratam gahitam purushottama iti achmanyam. Bow to the fire, each of you 3 times. Brahm Agni Nama Agintej Namastute.
Arati Shri Ramayan ji ki Kirati kale talale tasi peke. Arati Shri Ramaya. Oh, Arati Shri Ramaya. Ghavat Brahma Dika Muni Narara. Ghavat Brahma Dika Muni Narara. Valemika Vigyana Visharara. Arati Shri Ramaya. Oh, Arati
Shri Ramayan ji ki kirati kale dala lekasiya piki. Arati Shri Ramayan.
Sukha Sanekari Shishayar Sharara. Varni Pavan Sut Kiradini ki.
Arati Shri Ramayan. Arati Shri Ramayan ji ki kirati kale dala lekasiya piki. Arati Shri Ramayan.
Santat Gavat Shambhu Bhavani. संतत गावत शंभुभवानी अर्गत शंभव मुनि ज्ञानी आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल लेख सिया बीती आरती श्री रामायण
व्यासयदि कवि पुंज बकानी काकभूषुंडी गरुड़ के आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल लेख सिया बीती आरती श्री रामायण
चारुवेर पुराणय षोडश चौषष्ट सब ग्रंथन कोरस आरती श्री रामायण ओ तन मन धन संतन की सर्वस शरयंश सम्मत सब ही की
आरती श्री रामायण आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल लेख सिया बीती आरती श्री रामायण
हो कलिमल हरणी विषय रस पीकी सुवर श्रृंगार मुक्ति युवती की आरती श्री रामायण ओ आरती श्री
रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल लेख सिया बीती आरती श्री रामायण
हर निरोग भव बोरियमी की हर निरोग भव बोरियमी की कात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री रामायण ओ आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल लेख सिया बीती आरती श्री रामायण आरती श्री रामायण आरती श्री रामायण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
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 लघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
जय रघुनंदन जय घनश्याम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम
जय रघुनंदन जय घनश्याम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे.
Let's concentrate on Prabhu Shri Ram, Shri Sita Ji. Om Shri Sita Ram Chandraya Namah. Shri Ramachandra Charanau Mansa Smarami. Shri Ramachandra Charanau Vachasa Grinami. Shri Ramachandra Charanau Sharanam Prapadhe. Shri Ramachandra Charanau Shirisha Namami. Om Sita Ramachandraya Namah. Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Gardadvaja Mangalam Pundirikaksha Mangalayatano Hari Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pate Nama Lal Dehi Lalil Se Arudhar Lal Langur Vajra Deha Dhanau Dalan Jai 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 Kapisur Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Saravam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. बोले श्री सीताराम चंद्र की जय. उमापति महादेव की जय. पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. स्वाहा माता की जय. गर्व से कहो हम हिंदू हैं. बोले श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. प्लीज बी सीटेड.